Hey guys, this is Info Not Wars. I am back on working on this 2022 Polaris Sportsman XP1000S and broke a CV axle this last weekend. So ordered some new axles, and I'm going to go over the axles that I bought, some of the installation and so forth. I find very little about the XP1000S other than like a belt change and those types of stuff that is the same with any machine. So I'm going to pick the camera up and kind of walk around. It'll be a little different today, just kind of impromptu type of video, because I'm trying to get this thing back together. And but I wanted to at least stop for a few minutes and give you guys an idea of what I've got ahead of me and what happened and all of that sort of stuff. I'm also going to so I'll tell you kind of what happened real quick. We were running down a forestry road, and it had some little jumps in it, you know, and so I'm jumping and doing my deal, and then I felt something and kind of heard something like a rock, you know, hit the bottom side of the four-wheeler. No big deal, but the steering got real heavy, and it was trying to pull me to the right, and I only had it in two-wheel drive because of the type of terrain. And so I thought, man, something is wrong. I thought the power steering had gone out. And so I told my wife through our helmets, hey, you know, something's wrong with the four-wheeler, let me stop, whatever. So I jumped off, looked around, didn't see anything, nothing was disconnected. You know, I just was kind of moving the handlebars, which is kind of loose anyway. So I thought, well, I'll just get back on it and see if I can ride it. Still kept it in two-wheel drive. I'd give it gas, and man, it would just want to pull me right off the side of the trail or the little road. And so I didn't get very much further, and I said, I've got to figure out what's wrong. And so I got off. Well, I just happened to see that the rear right-hand side CV axle in the back had broken within the boot, and so, but it didn't tear the boot. And it just so happened that the boot was wrinkled a little bit, and reached and grabbed the axle, of course, and it's loosey-goosey, you know, that sort of thing. And so I'm going to cut that boot just to see what it looks like. I've never seen one of these knuckles broke, but I want to show you the axles that I bought. I'm going to go ahead and replace both of them in the rear while I'm at it. I've already got one side done, which was kind of a bear, and because these have got different A-arms and that sort of stuff, and so it's not like a normal Sportsman, but nevertheless, let me show you the axles real quick, and then I'll try to talk through this. It's, if you can't read it, it's P as in Paul, O as in Oscar, -642, X as in X-ray, P as in Paul. And so this is the Monster XP axles. And anyway, so this is the new axle, of course. And you can see now this size right here, which looks like it's the smallest part of the axle, is actually a few thousandths bigger than the stock axle that I just pulled out of the Polaris machine. These are the original axles. And so then it graduates here a little bit, and then of course it's got this huge bell. Now the ends look a little different. I don't know why, if that makes any difference, but here's what happened. And the boot finally tore, because I had quite a ways to ride before I got back to the truck, you know, to load it up and come back. So, but anyway, these are supposed to be some kind of telescoping, and so it's supposed to be able to give you more travel and angled, you know, and that sort of thing. I guess to relieve some stress in here. I don't honestly know. I got lighting in here is terrible. Sorry, maybe we can cut some of this crap out. But anyway, I know you can't really see it. With that bigger bell part of it, you've got less clearance, but it shouldn't rub on anything, or so I'm hoping. So anyway, this side I've taken apart. Now this is a two-piece bearing. I've never seen one quite like that. I don't know if you can see where it's split. inside there, but this will actually come out. And so what happened is when I was pulling this off, this outer race, or whatever you want to call that, cover, actually was stuck to this. And of course you can see the bearings in there. Thankfully none of them fell out, but I was pretty nervous about that. So anyway, they came out okay. The axle over on the other side was a mother to get back in, and of course I've disconnected some stuff on the other side. I had to disconnect the lower shock bolt, which I may have to do the exact same thing here. I'm not sure yet, to have enough clearance. But I mean, it didn't pop in. It didn't. You know, I've seen some people say, you know, they just snap right in because of that ring or whatever. Well, mine didn't do that. I mean, I had to work and work and work, and it just crept. Anyway, it barely was moving, just a little bit at a time, and I used some anti-seize on the splines, you know, to try to help, and then obviously rust and all of that jazz. But I mean, and so I finally got it to where about half of it was in. I got a dead blow hammer and started to kind of tap on the end where the nut goes, and you know, it got seated, and obviously I put it all back together. So the Polaris dealer said that the nut on the outside that holds all that together is like 80 foot-pounds. But he told me, hey, if you've got a battery-powered impact or whatever, which I do, he said, just give it all she's got. So anyway, I hope that helps you guys. Thank you for watching this and bearing with me. And so if you guys would subscribe, that'd be amazing. But anyway, as more things break, I'll put more videos out of what I'm having to do with this thing. So I appreciate you guys. Have a great weekend. Well, so that's it. That axle snapped. I mean, that is a clean break. So I don't know if somebody in the comments could, just a weak spot, I guess. Again, I was not in any mud at all. Just running down the road, hitting a couple of jumps. So anyway, got the new ones installed, and so we are going to see. It's got a 2-year warranty. I meant to mention that. So these new axles have got the 2-year warranty. Hopefully I don't have to use that, but we're going to see how they hold up, and I will let you know if we have any issues. That's way too dark. So anyway, thank you guys again for watching, and I hope that helps somebody.